Welcome, everyone. My name is Tracy Murphy-Poxtis, and this is Good to Great in Under 8, the weekly show for motivated professionals who want to have greater business results and ultimately get more joy and satisfaction out of their careers. So guys, if you remember on a recent show, I actually talked about a client of mine who believed that her boss was really unaware of the impact that his behavior was having on her and other people. And it might seem crazy that a lot of today's leaders are operating with low levels of self-awareness, but crazy enough, it's not. According to research that's been done by psychologist Tasha Eurich, only about 10 to 15% of people are actually truly self-aware. And crazy enough, we know from the authors of How to Become a Great Leader that was published by the MIT Sloan Review that self-awareness is one of the most important capabilities that leaders need to develop today. So before we go any further, let me talk about what self-awareness really is. And it's all about having the ability to truly understand yourself and understand how your own thoughts and emotions really align with your behavior and your environment. Right? So said another way, it's when you're feeling uncomfortable or stressed about something, but yet you're still able to have full clarity about why you're uncomfortable, right? So you know yourself well enough to know why you're stressed and why you're uncomfortable, and you're able to positively address the situation and reduce the stress. And so, guys, self-awareness is also about understanding the impact that your behaviors have on other people. Right? And that means truly being able to recognize when your tone or your actions are off-putting to somebody else, and you're able to do something to change it or address it. So the next question logically becomes, how do we develop our own sense of self-awareness? And honestly, there are lots of ways to do it. And so today I'm going to share with you guys a couple of really, really simple things you can do on your own to just boost your own self-awareness. And then I'll talk a little bit about how I help my clients address self-awareness. So a couple of the simple things you can do on your own right now would be spend time over the next month and pay really close attention to every situation that you find yourself in where you're feeling stressed or frustrated or worried. And reflect on that situation at the end of the day and stop and ask yourself, what is it about this situation that has me feeling this way? And what can I do about it? Right? Because this is going to help you bring awareness to yourself around why you're frustrated, because you might not even know. So let me give you an example. I used to get really frustrated when I was in corporate and I was in meetings and decisions weren't made. So I would often ask myself that question. And if I got really honest about it, what I learned was that I prefer to make decisions in meetings using the best information that I have available. But everybody else isn't comfortable. Some people want more information and they're not comfortable making a decision until they get that. And so because I'm not a big fan of that, that doesn't mean that it's wrong. So what I learned was that I had a very different style when it came to decision making versus other people. And when I accepted that there's multiple ways to do it, that I wasn't necessarily right, it made it a lot easier. Right? And then I no longer complained about other people not making decisions. Right? Instead, I started asking, well, what information can we provide to help you feel better about making that decision? So it really shifted things around for me when I became aware of how I choose to make decisions versus how other people do. Then the second simple thing that you can do on your own to start generating self-awareness is to gather some feedback. right? So go talk to some trusted colleagues, some mentors, some bosses, some peers, even direct reports. And there's two simple questions that you can ask them. The first is, what are the top 3 things that I do or say that really help and support you? And then follow that up and ask, and what makes that important for you? And then the second question is, what are 3 things that I can start doing to better help and support you? And what makes each of those important? And don't forget the follow-up second part to each of those questions, because that's really going to help you understand the why behind the what and give you insight into the styles and preferences of other people so that you can start adjusting. So guys, there you have it. 2 simple things that you can do to really help boost some of your self-awareness. And guys, I do encourage you, I invite you to try these things. I promise you that if you try these, you will learn something about yourself that you didn't know. And these 2 things are really awesome starts to helping boost self-awareness. But I do want you guys to know that there are a lot of other great self-assessment tools out there. And I use those with my clients to help them become more self-aware. So if you're interested in really diving a level deeper into some of the natural tendencies that you've maybe developed over the course of your career that are holding you back from feeling happier or more impactful at work, email me. Email me at tracy@tracymurphycoaching.com. We will get a conversation started and we will get you to be more self-aware. So that's it for today, guys. Have a great week. I will see you soon.